Hello, Year 2, and welcome to today's geography lesson. How did you get on with our lesson last time? Were you able to write instructions for the pirate, for the octopus, for the shark, and for the ship to navigate their way around the treasure map? Well done if you did. Now today we're going to be looking at how does the Earth look from above. Now before that, let's look at some vocabulary that we learnt last lesson. So, can you remember what directional language is? Yes, that's right. Directional language is the language that we use to navigate, like north, east, south, and west. Do you remember how we can remember that? Yes, that's right. Naughty elephants squirt water, or never eat shredded wheat. Now, when we're looking at a map, how can we tell which direction is north, which is east, which is south, and which is west? That's right, there's a compass rose normally in the corner, isn't there? Which helps us tell which way north is so we can work out which direction the others are in. Well done. Now, let's move on to today. So, let me just remind you, a map is a drawing of an actual landscape or place that uses lines and symbols to represent real-life objects. So like a road and a railway line shown using a simple line. Buildings are shown by rectangles and locations are shown as points. So when you're on Google Maps and you search somewhere, it will show it with a point, and that helps you to know which way to go. Now, maps are simplified versions of the Earth's surface, so they're simple to use. If they were too complicated, we wouldn't be able to use them, would we? Now, maps are often 2D representations, so they're flat, of the Earth's surface. So they don't typically look like what we see every day. And they're taken, or they're drawn, from a bird's eye view, an aerial view. So they're drawn as if we're imagining what a bird would see if they were flying above the ground. So if a bird was flying over the location on this map now, this is what they'd see. Now, here are some photographs. And these photographs are all taken from above, aren't they, of different places, of different locations. These are called aerial photographs or aerial perspectives. A perspective is how we see something. Now, a person who draws or makes maps is called a cartographer. Can everybody repeat after me? Cartographer? Brilliant. So a cartographer is someone who makes or draws maps. And they often use aerial photographs or satellite images, which come all the way from space to help them draw maps. Now, here's an aerial photograph. Where is this photograph taken? Does anybody know? Pause the video and have a think. Okay, shall we see if you were right? So this aerial photograph was taken in London. Now, in the right-hand corner at the top, can you see Tower Bridge? Now, can you see that on our aerial photograph? Yes, I can see it. What about the Tower of London underneath it? Yes, I can see that too. And I can see something else. Can you see something else? Yes, it's the River Thames, isn't it? The river that runs through London. Well done if you spotted that too. Let's look at another place. Now, this is another aerial photograph. Where is this aerial photograph of? Pause the video and have a think. What can you see? Okay, let's see if you were correct. This aerial photograph is also taken in London, and it's of Buckingham Palace. Can you see Buckingham Palace? That's where the Queen lives, isn't it? Now, can you also see the white and gold statue in the aerial photo? Yes, there it is, right in front of Buckingham Palace. Well done if you spotted that too. Now, this is a bit of a trickier one. Where is the boy now? You might have seen photographs of this. Yes, that's right. It's taken from the top of the Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower in France, in Paris. Well done. So this is what it would look like if someone was standing at the top of the Eiffel Tower and looking down. Or if a bird was flying over the Eiffel Tower, this is what they'd see. Now, what do you notice about these drawings? Well, yes, they use shapes, don't they? What shapes can you see? Yes, you can see some squares, some rectangles, some semicircles and circles. Brilliant. Now, these are called plan views. A plan is a map of an area or a room from above. So it's just like a drawing of an aerial view. Can you guess what this aerial or plan view is of? Yes, that's right. It's of a classroom, isn't it? Now, plans can help us in lots of different ways, such as when people are selling houses, they give people aerial views or plan views of the house so people know where different rooms are. They also use them when they're doing interior design. So when they're designing a room, they lay it out on a plan view, so what's going to go where. And they also help us to show a safety route. So in school, we have a map, which is a plan view of the school, which shows us the route we'd need to take if ever there was a fire. They also show us where furniture and fixed items are within the room, like chairs. We can see chairs, tables, cupboards. Can you see any pencil cases? No, I can't see any pencil cases either. Can you see any books? No, I can't see any books either. So it's just very simple, nothing too complicated. So plans or maps are kept simple, like I said, and clear. They don't add lots of detail like pencil pots, books or cushions. They use simple shapes to show the items. Can you spot the tables? Yes, they're in yellow, aren't they? Can you spot the two doors? Yes, they're shown using lines, aren't they? Fantastic. Now, can you spot the chairs? Yes, the chairs are the orange squares. And the cupboards? Yes, they're the blue rectangles, aren't they? And then the board is the red rectangle. Now, what I'd like you to do is to pause the video and to draw a plan view of the room you're in now. Now remember, keep it simple, only fixed objects like furniture, nothing too complicated. Okay, so pause the video now and draw a plan view of the room that you're in. Okay, now we're going to look at our school from an aerial perspective. So we're going to look at the school from above and we're going to use Google Maps to do that. And I'll show you how. So here's Google Maps. You can get it online so you can use it yourself if you like. So I'm going to search Google Maps and put Brookvale Primary School. There it is. Now there you go, there it is. Let's zoom out a little bit. Oh, I've zoomed in. There we go, so we can see the lake, we can see Mallard Drive, we see North Park Road, and there it is, school, which is shown with a point, isn't it? Like I said, they show locations on a map with a point. Now, if we want to see it, like from the satellite images from space, you click that button, satellite, in the corner. Now there we go. There's Brookvale Primary School again, and there's the lake, and Mallard Drive, and North Park Road. Let's zoom in a little bit. There we go, there's our school. Now, what can you see? Can you see the old trim trail? Can you see the allotment? Can you see your year one classroom? Well done if you can. So, I've sent you a worksheet that has this picture on it and some red circles around some of the features. What I want you to do is label the features that I've circled. And if you can find any other features and label them, I'd be very impressed. So the worksheet is called Year 2 Geography, 12th of January resource. Okay, so pause the video now and go and have a look. Okay, have you labelled the aerial view of the school? Brilliant, well done. Now, before we finish the lesson, I'd like to show you how we can see our school from the perspective that we do every day. So can you see this little red person in the corner? Now you need to drag him and pull him to a street, just like that. Oh, there we go. Now turn you round. Now if you want to go up the road, you press that arrow. And then if you want to turn, well, let's go that way a little bit. Let's go over here. There we go, and you can turn and look, there's the school from the perspective we see it every day. So if you want to play around a little bit on Google Maps this afternoon and maybe look at where your house is, type in your address and find it, an aerial view of it. And then you can look at it from the perspective that you see it every day when you're standing outside your house. So have a little bit of a play around on Google Maps. That would be brilliant. Excellent, Year 2. Thank you so much. I'll see you next geography lesson. Okay? Bye.